Good evening, welcome to IBN News. My name's Calder John.
And I'm Anna Jones. Over the past 5 years, phone companies have increased the cost of having a landline by 38%, adding to the misery of consumers who are already struggling to cope with household bills, cuts in benefits, and a mass of other pressures on their finances. Providers are now charging an average of £15.35 a month for landline rental. That's up from £11.14 in 2009, or an extra £50 a year, according to research by broadbandchoices.co.uk. Customers of Virgin Media have seen the biggest increase, with the firm raising the cost of line rental by 45%, from £11.02 to £15.99 a month. BT came second with a rise of 42%, from £11.25 to £15.99 a month. In fact, BT increased their call charges and rentals by 6.5% in January 2014. Meanwhile, customers of PlusNet have seen the lowest rise, although this still amounts to 31% over 5 years. Dana Hashem, spokeswoman for Virgin Media, says, "We regularly review our pricing and sometimes make changes in order to ensure we remain competitive and able to continue delivering market-leading products and services."
Keeping the costs of using your landline phone and broadband down is very important these days for both consumers and business, especially with the rises that seem to occur on a regular basis. For instance, in January 2014, BT put up their call and line rental prices by 6.5%, and many other providers quickly followed. But what was the solution to this problem? Many customers switched to provider Sparta Telecom from Luton, who have actually been in the market since 2011. They decided to be different and cut costs to help both consumers and businesses. Sparta Telecom can give customers low line rental and call charges. For instance, their call charges, we understand, were from as little as 1p per minute, excluding VAT for business, and 3p per minute for consumers. IBN investigators have also found that the high costs associated with broadband are far cheaper with Sparta Telecom than with other providers. As the government is already advising consumers to switch providers on gas and electric as well as telecoms to save money, it would seem that Sparta is shaping up to be a great choice. A government spokesman informed IBN that by contacting companies like SpartaTelecom.com, everyone is now saving considerable sums of money on their telecoms bills.
Google says it doesn't want to be your internet service provider, but it does want to make your ISP behave in a more Google-friendly manner. This is the reasoning behind Google's various forays over the recent years into telecommunications industries, where it's invested considerable time, effort and money to force change. From lobbying for network neutrality legislation, to developing its own mobile phone and operating systems, to creating an experimental high-speed broadband network, Google hasn't been shy about throwing its weight around in the telecommunications industry, often treading on the toes of long-established household names. But what do they really hope to achieve from all of this? Essentially, it's all about bringing about a scenario where the carriers have less and less control over what they can and cannot do with their networks. One example of this is the Android platform, where one of Google's primary goals was to get carriers to take a more relaxed view of what applications and content they would be allowed to run over their wireless networks. Since 2005, Google has been working feverishly to ensure net neutrality becomes a reality, preventing carriers from giving priority to their own content over that of rival ISPs and internet companies. Whilst the future remains uncertain in the ever-changing world of telecommunications, one certainty is that Google is a powerful force that for the foreseeable future is here to stay and will continue to call the shots from behind the scenes.
And that concludes the news for tonight. It's good night from me.
And good night from me.